Welcome to the Raw Exchange. I am your host, Posh, and today I am back with my girlfriend. We back, bitches.
We're back.
And I just want to say, first and foremost, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that took the time to tune in and watch our very first All Girls episode. I think we're at 1,700 views right now. Not too bad for our first episode, but we appreciate every single last one of you guys. And of course, we are recording at Novelty, located in the Thornton Park district here in downtown Orlando. So shout out to Novelty for allowing us to be here. We also got photos by Lex in the building. We have Lemmy in the building. Shout out to production in the building. We actually found MB this week. Who knew? All we had to do was bring back the girls and he shows up. Unbelievable. Shout out to Wolfpack Lou for tonight's beverages, and also special thank you to Linda for providing the chocolate peppermint Coquito.
It's amazing.
It tastes like a cookie, like
a peppermint cookie.
So if you guys want some, it's $15 a quart. You can hit her up on her Instagram. It's Linda, and then it's P3TERS. And I want to give a special shout out. We got our manager, Eddie B, in the building, and of course, to our Raw Nation. So, what the fuck have you guys been up to? Me and Gina have been doing nothing but getting into trouble. Like, me and her, I can't.
No, it's
but
just...
what is going on with you guys?
I've been responsible. Trying to switch it up. Bring in 2019 right and shit, you know. Got to make the habits now, because if you start in 2019, they say you don't carry it out. So
you're trying to be a good girl.
I'm trying. Fuck that.
Good. I suppose.
Just the holidays, family, you know, I'm very low-key. I cannot keep up with you guys. I do pop up every now and then, more than Naisha, but it's the holidays. I like being home, spending time with family. It's a very down time for me, and today is freezing, so I'm only here because of this.
Okay.
It's not okay at all.
It's not
freezing.
okay.
It's Brick B. I love it. I love it. It feels great. We have like 95-degree weather like 7 months out of the year, so when this happens, I'm just like, no, I love it too.
Give it all to me.
I need the break. Hot and humid all the
Nah.
time is not.
I like
okay.
70 degrees.
This is
Keep
good
it at
weather to
70.
straighten your hair.
It is. My hair looks great.
Exactly.
We only
get it. That's the best part.
That's about
like
it.
your hair stays.
Your hair stays nice. Your makeup stays on point. You don't sweat nothing out.
and it goes away. It's gonna be 80 on Saturday.
Well, thank God, because I need to tan. Fuck.
Yes, I was in the pool all weekend.
Me too. I'm white as hell.
So speaking of the weekend, do you guys want to really talk about this whole Joel Santana proposing to Kimbella? Like, this shit had Twitter in a frenzy, and I don't know. I'm happy for them. Is it really that big of a deal that it took him 9 years?
Some people wait 15. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like this. I'm super happy for her. Super happy for them. For me, that's a no-go. If you're 16 and your man gives you a promise ring and y'all get married at 26, that's perfectly acceptable. At my age, 10 years is not even doable because my fucking ovaries are not going to function. So there's no way that at this point in time, I would be dating anybody even for 18 months and not know that marriage was not on the table and was not forthcoming soon. So I think it is okay. Like I said, and I got into it on Twitter over this too. For me, and at the stage of life that I'm in, it's completely unacceptable. For Kimbella, they already have their kids. They're already established. If that's what works for them, I wish them nothing but
how
happiness.
old is Kimbella?
I don't know. My thing is, why did he wait until after he was a crackhead and lost all his teeth and is on his way to jail to do it? You know, like, that's the important part here. Why now?
You know what? As long as she's happy, she look happy. The ring is pretty. God bless.
On the right hand, on the right finger. What?
What finger did he put it on? I mean,
He put it on her
man.
Yeah,
He put it on his finger. Like,
Get the fuck
and she was
out.
like,
I don't even know.
Fucking God.
I'm like, what are you
But he
doing?
bendito, but he meant
He
it.
didn't know.
No, there's
He was
love
How
there.
does he
there.
not
Yes.
know? He's a grown ass man.
You seen how he bent his
No, he's
Timbs,
not.
my nigga? He was not
He's not a
worried about
grown-ass
what
man.
hand.
You're
He
right
was,
about that.
you know, like
He's a grown ass kid.
Maybe he was nervous.
That's
Had the hood nigga jiggers. Like, this isn't what we do, but I'm doing it. Did they do it on TV? Was that what it was? They
No,
did
They
it.
did
it was
it on
at a
stage or
concert.
something.
Oh,
It
on
was
the
at one of
concert.
his concerts.
Are
and
they
then, of
going to
course,
be on
people-
Love and Hip Hop again?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I see what it is. What's her name? The showrunner. So she paying for the wedding. That's what they said.
Oh, of course.
Well, I
You know
mean,
that's
it's
why
a
people
free
get
wedding.
proposed.
It's for ratings. That's what it's
I
for.
get it.
I
It's
get
a
it
free
now.
wedding.
Joel's
Weddings are
is going
expensive.
away, and Kim Bella needs to keep a check coming in, so it's for ratings. I understand now.
No,
That
and a
makes
free
more
wedding
sense.
is always clutch. Let's not be. That's always
No
the goal.
budget, like boom, like
Hey, it's
I
on
don't
Mona.
know. Here's my thing, like I feel like what she's mid-30s, so she's already 9 years in. You feel what I'm saying?
And
Like I
no,
can
they
see,
already
like,
have other
for
kids,
you,
so they're good.
Like if you're starting at this point, that's a different story at your age. But I
Exactly.
think where she's at, it's like fuck it, she did it.
Of
Like
course.
isn't the expectation the ring? Like what else are you waiting for? If not that, then what else are you hanging around for? So he finally did it, and that's it. Like it's
probably
done.
marry
What's
her
the-
in, like,
what's
10
the
years.
problem?
I think you know what. Since
They
they're
give the
like I
ring,
said,
then
they
10
already
years
have
later
their
they marry.
kids. You know,
Like Jim. That's what they
That's
do.
not how I was raised. Everybody in my family is married. You know, they have their children. I do want to have more children. So to me, that is important that my children are born within a marriage and not just like, oh, I'm just dealing with him at the time. You know, like to me, that family structure is very important. And so, like I said, do I find it acceptable for other people? Absolutely. In my situation, no. That's just not going to happen.
Right. You know, I'm
not
probably
getting married, so I
biased
don't
too,
right now.
because I don't date for marriage. So I don't feel like I need to tolerate anything when it comes to everybody. And she's been through some shit with him.
Yeah, she has.
So that's my opinion. But you're right. For her, especially if they
and
have kids and she's invested
Remember,
all this time.
she's the youngest one on the panel.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I am dating for, you know, something stable. Like I'm not gonna just. I mean, it has to be fun. I'm not saying like, oh, hey, we've been dating 6 months. Like, are you going to marry me today? Of course not. But I'm looking for something a little bit more solid, you know, that I can plan or, you know, build the rest of my good, healthy, happy years with, you know, and possibly every other day I say I want to have more kids, and every other day I'm like, hell no, fuck these kids. But I don't want it to not be on the table. I want to get married, and then after I'm married, make that decision with my husband and say, look, should we really, you know, go for it, or are we good like this? So I don't want that to not be a possibility. I don't want to wait till I'm, you know, 45 to be a bride. Like, nah.
Listen, I mean,
Not
look at
gonna
me. Like, I was with my ex for 10 years, and he threw a promise ring at me on the way to Bull and Bear in the car. He was just like, "Here, I got this for you," and I'm like,
Ew.
I was like, "Here." He's like, they're like, they don't get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I chose him, so hey, but. He threw it, and I opened it up, and I was like, "This is gorgeous! Like, you did a really good job. What is this? Are we getting married?" He's like, "It's promise." You know, that's my. So, and then 5 years later,
yeah.
what's going on? We got these 2 kids. What's up? So that's why I'm single.
I could deal with the promise ring.
That's not the only reason why I'm single.
I just want the ring. I
the
don't
promise
even
ring.
want the marriage
Oh
anyway.
man, that ring was
Fuck the
gorgeous.
ring. I just
Damn,
I want a ring and I
diamonds
want a
kept coming
wedding,
out,
but I don't want to leave that wedding legally binded to somebody else.
I don't know. Like, this is the thing for me, right? Like, I did the marriage thing, and it was, you know, it was fun. And then, you know, divorce was even funner. That's when you really find out who you were married to the whole time.
Yeah.
And then it's like, after that, I dated again, right? And I was engaged. And then that fell through. And then it's like, I gave the shit another chance. I ended up engaged. And like, I've gotten 3 rings
too.
out this
I've
motherfucker.
gotten a couple rings,
you know
I'm
what
not
I'm
gonna
saying?
lie.
So to me, at this point, I'm just like,
Whatever.
is it really that serious?
But do you want to
Because
have more
in all
kids?
3
I think that's a big
situations-
issue, and I'm just still undecided. So
About
it's
kids?
like I want to just create my child in a lab. Like I still am not with someone that I'm like I want to have
wanna
your
be-
baby.
yeah.
Like I want to have my baby. I want to do it on my own. I don't want just in case the marriage falls through. I'm
It's
like
your
this is
baby.
my baby. Like. The fuck, you go step over there. Like, I don't want to deal with any custody issues, anything like that. Like, I almost want a spouse that will let me just fucking lab create my child and just stick and rub my feet while I'm pregnant.
you know, I'm pretty much decided on fuck these kids. Like, I'm really to that point because I really thought about it and I was like, all right, my youngest is already going to be 11. I have so many things that I'm working on. Am I really going to throw a kid into that mix? Like, that's going to slow me down.
You're in a different
So then it's like,
stage
what
of
do
your
I do?
life,
Do I
so-
either give up, chasing certain things and say I want to have a kid? Or do I be like, nah, fuck that. I got to go get this bag. And I just really feel like right now, I'm going to get this bag. Like, I don't, I can't think about kids right now.
I think on Twitter, too, a lot of the drama with men, I don't know why, especially the men that were talking about this. I was like, you have nothing to worry about. They were talking about, like, they're against marriage because, like, somebody's going to walk away with all of your belongings. I'm not opposed to a prenup. A prenup is whatever you make it. Right. You can add clauses. Let a dude hand me a prenup. I'm going to hand it back. I'm going to take it to my lawyer. I'm going to be like, add blah, blah, blah. And now we're going to send it back. And then fine. Fuck it. I have my own assets. He has his assets. I get it. At the same time, I'm going to add a couple cheating clauses in that bitch. Some kind of times that, like, I'm not stupid either. I'm not opposed to that. If you're uncomfortable, what's holding you back from marriage is the fact that you feel like somebody's going to walk away with everything you have. You can adjust that. I feel like a lot of people were just talking ignorantly and they don't understand, like, just because you're married does not mean that you literally are going to cut out your chest and give her half your rib and she's gonna walk out. Like, that's not how it works.
Especially nowadays.
And I think anybody that really loves you should not be opposed to a prenup. That's fair. Yeah. And that they can also kind of add their own clauses.
I will only go into another marriage with a prenup. That's it.
Agreed.
That's all makes sense. And it's not because I don't completely trust him or it's not that anymore. This is a business relationship at this point. In this
you're building
2018, 19.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're doing things together. Like with me and my ex, like I was running his business. He was like, "Oh, this is yours." No, it's not. My name isn't on it. My name is not on it.
11
years.
It's
mine. When you put my name on it, I don't want it though.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like there's a lot of things that you got to think about to protect you, and love sometimes doesn't protect you.
Yeah,
okay,
for sure. We know that.
Papers
We've all been
protect you, and we're not after anybody's money because most of those guys that say that don't got shit anyway. So don't be talking about we're gonna take half your shit when you don't got shit. Okay?
I just feel like, nigga, I'm worried about you taking half
that don't
my
have
shit.
That don't have and that's
shit
what
either.
I said. I'm like, well, that's your problem. You know you're choosing. If you're scared and you ain't even got a girl, you obviously know that you're choosing the wrong bitches. Because if you meet the right bitch, you might want to marry her and take half her shit. So
exactly.
You're just dating you're dating bitches that always need $40, that you have to like literally kind of fund their basic lifestyle. And then, so you're making poor choices. This is why you're petrified of marriage, and you should be in that situation. When you're dating a peer, it's not. You're looking at like, where can we take this? Because it's not just, we just love each other, whatever. Hopefully you have that type of relationship where you're going to build, you're going to buy property, and you're going to maybe establish a business, and you're going to put your kids through college. So financial discussions, even in a love relationship, they have to be had, especially at a certain age. Like she said, she's not ready for that. That's cool. You don't have to.
She's young.
You got time.
I have not found myself in a situation
for
yet.
20 more years. You're straight.
Yeah, right. I haven't found myself in a situation yet where I'm trying to go and where I am right now works in harmony with anybody else. So for me, that shit is just like not even a thought right now. I just want to have fun. Period. That's what it is.
That's fair. That's totally fair. Totally fair.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I don't know. I can't be talking shit because every time I open my mouth, they're like, "You got a boyfriend and a girlfriend. What the fuck you?" So I just, y'all got it.
You're chilling.
Y'all got it.
I don't even know what to say. You're having a good ass time.
Don't fuck it up.
Stop.
You got it, girl.
So we came on here to talk about vagina, pussy maintenance.
We're gonna talk about how we keep the yoni going.
How we keep the yoni clean, how we keep it maintained. And we had a nice little field trip, us three. I know Naisha couldn't make it, but we went and did what they call yoni steaming or V-steaming. And it's been done for centuries, apparently, is what we heard, right? Where they take herbs and they put them in a little like satchel, kind of like a tea bag, but a big one, and they put it in hot water, and you take this really cute little. What do we have? Those little batas.
We look like
yeah,
a
yeah.
triangle.
No, we look
big
like
ass tent.
We look like
A wearable
African
tent.
ladies.
It was
we were
cute.
gonna do like dances with it.
The designs on them,
The designs were dope. So,
African.
and we have to sit on this thing called a throne, and it has a hole, and it's kind of like sitting on a toilet bowl, but it's more of a smaller like opening. And you sit over it, and you put this big like robe or whatever it was
And you
called.
open your legs.
And you open your legs. Oops, sorry. And you open your legs, and you let the steam go inside your yoni or
And
your
it purifies
pussy.
all your like
Sorry, I had to say pussy.
trauma, bad bodies, the bodies you want to. That won't
You reset your body count.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
In 2018, it's to
cleanse
reset
all
your
those
body
exes
count.
that are still texting you 5 years later, and you're like, "Why, God? Why?"
Yeah.
Well,
You
without
haven't
further
purified all that
ado,
shit
we're
out of your
obviously
system.
getting straight into the shits today.
Why not?
So we're going to cover, like she was saying, we're going to cover everything that we consider to be pussy maintenance today. We're going to be talking about hygiene. We're going to be talking about the cosmetic care. And then finally, the spiritual healing of the pussy. So
I love it.
we're gonna start off with the basics, because believe it or not, what may be the basics for us may not necessarily be the basics for others. So I think that every girl really needs to understand the importance that even if you don't go to a regular doctor for a yearly checkup, it's so important for you to have a gynecologist and go and see them once, please, that's
Once a year.
Basic. Once a year. Just go, get a checkup, get a pap, make sure you know what's going on down there. Make sure...
Not just a pap. You want to get a full panel. If you're sexually active and you're having raw sex, when you're married, and your doctor is aware of that, they won't always check you for STDs. And, if you put, you go to your doctor, blah, blah, they'll do basic. I mean, if they notice probably, then maybe they'll send you. But if everything looks good, you're not prone to infections, they may not. So make sure that you are, if you're sexually active and you're not using condoms, make sure that you always get that STD and HIV
testing
blood,
along.
That's separate from the PAP.
Yeah. But you have to ask for it, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And then, of course, be aware of if it smells. Like, these are actually complaints that I got from dudes. So I feel like
That's
I do
real
have
crazy.
to
Like, if you
address
can't
it.
smell yourself first, I don't
How do
know.
you not know it smells?
Yeah,
how
it
do you
smells
not
weird,
know?
right?
And when
That's
you
crazy.
do know, how do you even go out?
How do you let somebody?
How do you let
pull
somebody
down your
even
pants?
come next to you? Like, I would not let
fucking
anybody even come next to
I
me.
feel like you have to
That starts with your mom, man.
Just-
These are basic conversations.
Yeah, with your- yep.
We have one little girl. I have one niece. Everything else is boys. And my sister is so on top of her hygiene. When she got her period, you got to break it down. Like, look, especially now that you're a woman, you have to be extra careful and
mindful
exactly.
and yeah, for sure. I'm like, the questions that were coming to me, I'm like, first of all, like, what kind of bitches have you been fucking? Like, what is really going on here?
it's
Can we
true.
ask that question?
I know, like, the smallest things can trigger a pH imbalance, but still,
Antibiotics.
You know how to
Anything. You know your body. You have to
But
know
that's
your
the
body.
thing. It
and
doesn't
you know
mean
what
that you
to do.
have something bad and that it's an
could just be
STD.
a-
Just be aware and go handle that shit. Don't try to
it
self-treat
shouldn't be
it.
an ongoing issue.
Right.
It shouldn't be an issue when
Planned
you're
Parenthood
sexually
should have,
active.
I've never been to Planned Parenthood here, but they should have like same day, next day appointments type, like fairly quickly, because I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, so I've always had a specialist, and so those appointments are kind of tricky. Like, you kind of have to wait because they have more patients, and it's usually one doctor, and he is seeing you. Like, it's not a nurse,
Right.
Yeah.
So, but even Planned Parenthood, anything, like, I know that there's buses where you can get like STD screened, like, handle that. It's important. Not only because you're an adult, but because that is your womb. That is the center of your being. Like, you want to make sure it's functioning well and it's healthy at all times. Very important.
Absolutely. And to answer the fucking $1 million question, apparently, for men, is douching okay?
No.
Absolutely not.
Why would you want to stink? All these women stink with fucking vinegar.
Listen,
like, why would vinegar stink so bad? Why would you want to stink?
Why would
Snap
you want
that
to
pussy
cover
back.
up the scent
Why-
instead of
exactly,
trying to
figuring
fix
out
your
what's wrong.
problem? You know, it's something
That
that
should
can be
stink.
resolved.
You're
Resolve
bad,
the fucking
bad.
Listen,
issue.
your
Don't try
vagina
to perfume it.
It's a self-cleaning.
Cleansing, exactly.
It's
Like,
a
you don't need a
self-cleaning-
detergent
No,
inside of your.
You don't need anything.
Oh my God. I was like, I really had questions. Like after these questions, I was playing therapist with them after that. I was like, I really need to know what's
Scary.
going on in your life.
Your vagina
sir.
naturally cleans itself. So
I'm like,
when you
no
do
dushing,
something-
And
no,
if it's
none of
not,
that.
then you got to see a
Then
doctor.
you got to see a
You gotta
doctor.
see a
That's
doctor.
it.
And then it's like, drink plenty of water. Like, I feel like we have to say this because a lot of girls don't know what plenty of water is. So let's break it down. You should at least be drinking minimum 96 ounces of water a day.
And they
That
say
8
it's
glasses?
half. They say you're
Like,
supposed to drink
that's a
half
good
of your
amount.
weight. Half of your weight
Yeah.
in ounces. Half of your weight in ounces.
I would say a little bit more than
that's what
that.
what,
just
Man,
thinking
it's
about the
drink
average
water,
that's a
weight.
lot. That's a lot.
Drink water.
And eat
a lot.
fucking
I
fruits.
don't know.
Like, what the fuck? Drink it in a smoothie if you don't like fruits. That's what I do.
Who doesn't like fruit? Like, what the fuck is wrong with
What the
y'all?
fuck are y'all eating? They're eating fucking
Who
Takis.
doesn't like fruit though?
They're eating
I
Takis for
understand.
breakfast. I mean,
People don't like fruit.
you know, my
don't
diet
like
maybe
water.
was not like the healthiest, but my ex, they have restaurants. So I always ate well. Like, I can't ever sit there and be like, and my mom always cooked meals. So I didn't have that like super fast food lifestyle. I get it. It's convenient. I'm not telling you can't eat no McDonald's or whatever once in a blue, but make sure that your body is like,
That you're keeping up
be
with
mindful
it.
of what you're putting into
You have
it.
to be conscious.
You can't be
food
mad
and men
when
and
your pussy stinks
everything.
and it's because you're eating all this bullshit. Like, it's coming out of everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
And that's
Not
just in
enforced.
regard to overall health. Like, it's not even
Yeah,
just
yeah,
about
yeah.
the pussy. Like, you feel completely different when you're
Absolutely.
not eating like shit all the time. So I don't
Yeah.
understand
Absolutely.
why people just do what you got to do. Switch it up. You're a human. Take care of yourself. You're here. Be happy.
Even if you're just vain and you just want to look good, like
Right.
I'm grown. People are like, oh, this and this, and I'm like, yeah, I take care of myself. Like, why wouldn't I want to have my body in peak? It looks good. Number one, it feels good. Most
Right,
importantly,
exactly.
it feels good to exercise. Sweating is very important. If you don't like to work out, go into a sauna. Like, sweating
Right.
is important.
Yeah.
It
Because
helps
that's how your
detoxify the body.
Exactly.
You have, I can tell you what to put in a bath. Just DM me because I love my bath.
I love my lavender baths.
That
It's
with the
very
Epsom
lavender
salt.
and Epsom
Sweating
salt.
is very
Yep.
important.
It is, and that's like you said, saunas, hot tubs, anything that makes you sweat.
Sweat,
You're
yeah.
burning the calories easily, not
Yes,
doing anything at
absolutely.
all,
Doing
and
shit.
you're
A
getting
hot
all
bath
those
can burn
toxins
calories.
out of your body.
But not only that, like, a lot of girls don't realize that, like, even when you do cardio, you're working out your core, and your core is connected to your pelvic floor, aka you're doing Kegels when you're doing cardio. So that is helping not only like your physical appearance, but even like
Your vagina.
internally,
Internally, of
you're
course.
tightening up. Like, get your ass on a fucking
when I
treadmill,
see a
bitch.
guy eating nasty
Thank me
food,
later.
I'm like, bye. Not really, but it's just
You
like,
can smell
ew.
food. I'm
Like, what
very
is their
sensitive
insides
to smell.
like?
You can
know?
literally smell food oozing out of people's
You
pores.
can.
If they eat
Yeah.
too much meat, they're
You
gonna
can
be
tell.
rancid.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have a certain scent
Smell
to
to
them.
them.
It comes out of their mouth mostly too, because when your bowels get
Yeah.
clogged up, people say,
Probiotics.
"Oh, his breath smells like shit." Well, it actually is shit because it's coming from his bowels or her bowels. It's true.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
It is.
You know. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Probiotics too.
Your tongue
A
is
daily
connected
probiotic
to it.
For women, there's one that has that also helps balance the pH in your vagina. I don't like yogurt, but I take a daily probiotic every day.
I can eat yogurt, but I'm not like, you know how
My
some
protein
women
has the
say like,
probiotics
oh,
in it.
put yogurt in your. I've never gone to
I don't like
to that extent. Like, I'm not sticking yogurt in my.
You can
pussy.
do probiotic
no, I'm
drinks.
not putting
inside
anything
your
inside my pussy.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wait,
I've heard
inside?
women say that
They
they
put yogurt
put
in there?
yogurt in.
Why can't you just fucking eat it?
Because you know they gotta be extra with it. That's why. Because they want to do some extra shit. Like, come here, baby. Come eat this yogurt out my pussy. Like, I
But
don't.
if it stays
sounds
there, I read some
delicious.
nasty shit about a girl that stuck a piece of garlic. Did you
Oh,
you
yes.
remember that on Twitter?
No.
And then it came out like 2 months later, her man they were having sex, and I don't even know what would a piece of garlic even be like.
Actually,
I swear to God, this was on Twitter.
Putting garlic up there is not bad.
I don't care.
In a
I
salad.
don't want a garlic to come out of my vagina.
I'm just saying.
No, do you know?
Never.
Okay, I'm not gonna say who
It's
is
an
because it's fucked
antibiotic.
up. But I knew somebody who ate so much garlic that her bathroom, like when she peed, it left the stench
of the garlic.
Of the garlic.
She's probably super clean though. Man, garlic is
No,
amazing.
That at the expense of peeing garlic,
Not that much.
Ew.
I'm just saying it's good for you. Just
You can
like
eat,
everything in
especially a raw
balance.
piece of garlic to eat it.
Yes,
A
I do
raw
that.
Piece, you crush
I love
it.
garlic.
Yes,
it's actually
but-
really healthy. But honestly, and I did that for a while. I never smelled like garlic.
Nope,
Like you
me
have
either.
to. Maybe she wasn't drinking enough water.
She
Like
was too
or
much,
she
that's
just
too much.
overdid it. Like she was eating like a fucking whole
clove
of
of
fucking
shit a
garlic.
day.
That's a little fucking nut.
But garlic
I
is,
don't know what she was doing, but
is
what
the
I do
Earth's
know, it
strongest
was
antibiotic. So
fucking
But
gross.
you know
It's
what?
good.
For somebody to have
To
for a piece
oversmell,
of
though,
garlic
no.
to come out of your vagina 2 months later,
no,
dude,
that's disgusting.
That's unacceptable. No, that's unacceptable. She lost it. I guess she
unacceptable.
How
do you forget?
That was on Twitter.
How do you
lost.
forget? Like,
I don't know, but I was like I had to read. I read the whole fucking thread like 3 times. I couldn't believe what I was reading. I was like, this is so fucking disgusting. Like, imagine I'm not even a man and I'm fucking disgusted. Like, nah, that's.
I don't know, like how you don't feel a foreign object in your
Vagina,
you know,
also.
like
Man, listen.
Kind of.
That is. I'm not even gonna Google that shit because I'm sure somewhere out there is
It's
that
floating
thread,
around
and I
there.
don't.
Twitter world.
I don't
Twitter
even
don't
want.
forget.
Exactly. I'm sure if you bring it up, somebody will be like, "Yeah,
They're
here's
gonna
the
link the
thread."
thread. I'll do it for you later.
Oh my god! And then so something I invested. Did you end up investing in them? The Benoit balls?
No, I didn't do it yet.
No, I did.
My shit, you know.
I just
what?
don't understand. Like,
I don't
I
wanna
thought
put
about
weights
it,
in there.
but
My
like,
shit's
what do you
pretty
do? How do you
small.
make them move around? Like, if you put the balls in there, you move them around.
No.
How do you
No,
do
you're
it?
supposed
You
to just
squeeze.
It's a weight. So
It's
it's
like
like
a weight.
it's just gonna make you squeeze.
I thought you
Yeah.
juggled with it in your pussy.
Jesus.
The balls, like
There
you
better
juggled
not
the
be
balls with your
fucking
pussy.
space for
You
you
know
to
what?
juggle shit.
Imagine.
Exactly. I was like, what are you?
Can you imagine it though? Like, think about it in your brain. Like,
I've seen a
you put
video
two
of
balls in
somebody
there,
I
you
never
like
move
did
them
it.
with
I've
one
always
in
been
them.
interested, but I'm like,
They had it in them, and then something was tied to it, and she was like,
they pull it.
"Yeah, like no, something was tied to the bottom of the string
A
too,
weight.
and it was like a weight." And she was like
Doing
flexing
pulling.
it, I guess.
You know what?
what?
Running helps.
wait, hold up.
Even walking.
Hold up. It was
Core
down?
exercises, sit-ups, all that shit.
All that
will help.
shit.
It helps tighten
Yeah,
everything
the
up
ball
in there.
was in
I
her
work out
pussy.
every day. I'm not sticking shit in there, especially not.
I just
don't know,
use
feel
a
like
guy's dick to do that. Like, that's the best when you like have it in you and
Flex.
then you just flex that
that's
shit
what
on
you're
it.
Yeah.
supposed to be doing.
That's when you're supposed. This is the practice to get to that point
to
where
that
it's
point.
a real
Got it.
grip. But thank you. I
But if you
like
have
where you were
sex,
going
like 3
with
times
this.
a week, you don't need Benoit balls.
Well, my man is not here, so
Oh,
you
word.
know.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
got
I
it.
just, I do my part, is what I'm
And
saying.
your pussy's
Anyway,
already tight then.
it is, but
Mad tight.
you gotta make sure. Listen, I told you, I
Let me
got
know
3
your
rings.
experience.
Okay,
I'm-
don't go there.
Hey,
That's what I mean. You got a nice, good ass pussy.
I'll try some shit, but as long as it's not garlic food or anything like that.
I'm not putting
Nothing like that.
anything inside me.
So
Put some ginger up there. You got a whole fucking herbal ass pussy up in. Jesus, I'm so sorry.
So, wax, shave, or laser? Go.
Laser or wax?
I've done laser
I've done laser. Hurts like a bitch.
all over, like boom, 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 except for right there. And I shave there. I ain't got time to be waxing and all that shit. Plus, the wax is when I do it for like 4 days, it's all red. I don't got time for that.
I have to wax. But I will say this, because I know waxing is like, it's maintenance, and it's not something that everybody can upkeep all the time. If you have to shave, then you need to have, especially if you're like a girl who has curly hair, whatever the case may be, if you have to shave, then you need a little routine to keep ingrowns from happening, because that's really what it boils down to, what it
What's
trickles
the
down
acid
to.
that I can't pronounce that I told you to use?
Salicylic?
That's the one you want to use.
No.
It
That
helps-
didn't work for
Yes.
her.
A light one. A
Let
light,
me
maybe like a
tell you,
0.5.
Vanessa.
Wait, what percentage did you use?
Probably
Use some shit for your
50.
face and
Let
shit,
me
like
tell you.
some industrial shit. No.
All I know is it almost gave me a fucking chemical peel down there. Like, I was like, I'm going to kill Vanessa.
No, okay, you want to go very, very light. As opposed to the other acids, that acid, which I cannot pronounce.
Salicylic.
That one. That one prevents your actual pores from becoming clogged. And that is the root of an ingrown hair, is a clogged pore. So that one, a very gentle one, you want to use like a 0.5 in the area where you see, I don't have any ingrowns, like at all. And sometimes if I'm in a
you're an esthetician, you're also giving yourself vajacials
like
every other day.
Yeah, I do. I'm fucking anal about like my skincare and just making sure that you don't have clogged pores, which is you have to exfoliate and you have to find something. Everybody's skin is different. I could probably put a fucking 2% and not have an issue because my skin can tolerate it. You have to build up tolerance also too. That skin there is super more delicate than the one in your face.
And they have like creams and elixirs that are for aftershave or before, prior to. That makes
it's also the razor that you use, because I have women that have terrible ingrowns with waxing. Waxing is not for everyone. So people think, she because she got a wax. Bullshit. Depending on your skin type, it may not work for you. You're still gonna get those ingrowns.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
And you're just gonna have super irritated skin, because that shit it rips out. Ask a dermatologist about waxing. It's harsh. It's really harsh for your skin.
I started waxing about 6 years ago, and it was great. And as of the last 2 years, I started getting ingrowns. And I have to think to myself, like, I wonder if they switched the wax and there's some sort of an ingredient within the wax itself that is causing my skin to react that way.
Your skin can be changing.
Your skin changes.
That's true,
your whole
because
body
now
changes like
I'm in my 30s
7 years,
and I'm fucking
happens,
washed. Everything fucking changed. Let me tell you
say you're
something.
washed?
I am.
Shut.
Please.
I know.
You got more energy than me, and I'm the youngest one.
Anybody in this motherfucker is washed, okay? It's me.
not you.
No. And I'm not washed.
You're not washed.
Fine, it's her.
It's me.
Followed by me. Y'all two bitches be living life.
Right? 3 days a fucking week.
Now, the body part, we can't help that. Like we're gonna get older, we're gonna get older. Our bodies are gonna get older physically, but like mentally, like that's
the problem.
That's where I just don't accept age. When it comes to like the way I think, the way I feel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't, and that comes out of me. You know what I'm saying? So it also keeps me. It keeps me young.
Keep getting in
but
trouble.
to me, that's the problem. I can look young, but I don't fucking feel it. And it takes me longer to recover from like a night out and binge drinking. Like that shit is not for me. I just literally just want to be like cuddled up with whoever whatever. I want to be like booed up watching Netflix. I like good food, and I like, and not to say that I never want to leave the crib. I'll make an appearance here and there, but that's not like my preferred method of weekend fun, at all.
No, me and Gina, we gotta be
kind of.
It is not even my fault if you're trying to stay home, but
we don't do it that much. We just
We really
don't.
Fuck out of here.
We don't. It's just we had to.
We did have to.
It was the damn.
It
was the damn. What do you call it? What was that? What just happened?
Then the classic
weekend. Like
I went out when that shit was over.
And then Pizza Zoo, we were all supposed to go, and you guys
with my kids all the time.
freaking
But
ditched
everyone
us.
the wash two dish. We ditched them.
Yes.
But
Yeah, you guys surely did.
They
ditch
got
us
all
for
the
Pizza
energy.
Zoo.
Listen.
And then we
that was not. That was.
It was too
that
much.
Wasn't
No,
gonna
it's
be
because
Pizza Zoo.
and then
they had their periods. They had their periods. Remember?
Thank you, Gina.
Oh, sorry. We're talking about everything.
I don't like to talk about. I don't even like the word pussy, to be honest. I call mine a flower.
Vagina.
I don't like to really. And my siblings are so disgusting. They are so graphic with their sex lives, and I'd be like, I don't ever want to think about my siblings having sex. I never want to think about my mom having sex.
No.
I'm comfortable in my body. I don't mind speaking about sex like in a general way, and I do, and we talk about it all the fucking time. But when it comes to like an intimate act between me and my lover or lovers previous,
your brothers be telling you like, I had that bitch
my
bent
brother
over.
Be like, that bitch has no walls. Like I know everybody. I know everybody's shit because my brother is. He's a boy. Like he's still, you know.
Yeah.
And I just be like, even my sister and her husband.
You see how
they've
niggas
been
be
married
talking,
for like
ladies?
Over 20
you see
years.
how niggas be talking?
My sister's husband to me is like my brother. Like they got together when I was like 15, 16. So I've known him my entire life. So I don't want to hear my sister say anything about her husband because that's like my brother. It's just fucking and they fuck with me because they know it like
it bothers
me.
you.
And I'd just be like literally it makes me nauseous. I don't know, especially my siblings.
I don't want to know anything about anybody's. I just like talk general as well. Like,
general, yeah.
I didn't grow up talking with people talking about sex and all that stuff.
I don't like that.
Your family is super fucking weird. Like I really don't want to imagine my cousins, my uncles, my brothers having. I don't want it. I don't want to think about it. I know they do it. They grown. I get it. Like I don't.
And they be like and I'd be like tell you nothing.
No.
Like nope.
No. Yeah.
You don't gotta know. I do it.
I would. I got kids, right?
I
so
do it, but
children.
No, let me tell you. I've heard some things in my family. I'm like, why would you tell me this? Like, what is your problem? I don't want to know that. I can never forget that.
My sister got this shit out of my mom. She did say that she never had to like do anything to my dad's ass. My mom said that because now guys like all this ass shit, and my sister's like, dude, I don't think my husband is just not into that shit. And my mom's like, guess what? I was married my entire fucking life, and I never did shit. I didn't even look at your dad's ass, and he was fine. So no, you don't have to. In order to keep a man or whatever the fuck is going on out, you don't have to do anything to his ass unless that's what he likes.
Everybody has a preference.
If he likes it, then you gotta do it.
If he doesn't like it,
it's either you or somebody else. I be trying to tell you.
Sometimes things be getting super freaky and it just happens. Like, oh damn, that happened. Oops. Oh, but it's not something that it's gonna make or break me. Like, no,
I've never been asked by a guy to do anything.
No, I mean, out of the dudes that I dated, it was the one in particular. Like he was into that.
I could see you attracting somebody like that.
But why?
Do you want me to break it down?
Yes.
Do you really want that analysis?
They're looking at you like, if she got a girl and like she's down for all types of wild shit. She's not gonna ever say no. Like this is the one.
This is the one.
I'm a pillow princess. I think like this bitch lazy as fuck. She don't even want to get on top. She's not doing shit extra. They know I'm not the one.
But listen, so back to this damn topic. Oh my God. I was like fucking researching all this shit because I started getting these ingrown hairs and the shit was driving me crazy. And I was tweezing at them and I was picking at them and I was like, I can't continue to do that. So I found this place on the east side. It's called Intimate Wax and Spa. Yo, when I tell you Maria, shout out to Maria, because when I tell you she went to work.
As she should.
She was with me, bro. I never got my pussy vajacial before, but when I tell you that shit was clutch, like I wanted to get everything done at that moment. I'm like, damn, give me a facial, give me a massage. What else you got? Like
that's such a good feeling when you're in a spa and you're just like, give me it all.
Yeah,
and when they do it right, $60 and a gratuity for a wax. You gotta go over my shit with tweezers and every light up in this bitch. Bring every light. I don't want one fucking hair in there. I don't like. I mean, that was some. I was more frequent with it a couple years ago, and then I just once you do it so often, then you just maintain it yourself. Especially I can wax. I'm licensed to wax and shit like that. So I'm like, do I need to
like really? A G? You be in front of that mirror like. Nah,
and when I'm like, if I'm rushing, I'll shave, and I still don't get no ingrowns. Your leg is up there. My mom called me one time. I had like hands all in I was getting ready for a date night.
I remember that.
And she just walked in like, I have a touch thing, a touch pad, like, so I don't have a key. And the only people that have like my shit is like my mom and my sister. And them bitches, they know men don't sleep in my house. So they just walk right in. My sister will try on shit, leave with it. My mom walked in. She walked into my fucking house though, saw that my bedroom door was closed, opened the bedroom door, went into my fucking bathroom. And was like, proceeded to have an entire conversation with me. Caught me with my leg like out of the shower. Like it was fucking humiliating. She has no chill and kept talking to me like nothing.
Like nothing. I'm just like, yo,
can I have some fucking privacy? Like,
nope.
My hand is in my ass right now.
I forgot to plug Body by Shae.
Well, no, we're gonna get to that.
Oh, because I was talking about that yoni thing. All right, cool.
No, so no, she did a really good job. Like she exfoliated, she steamed, she extracted ingrown hair. She did this fucking mask. She used this wand to kill the bacteria. Like the shit was mad lit. Like I almost felt like I was in one of those like spa pornos. Like a happy ending, and that would have been it for me. Like I would have been like, yes, I would have been down for it.
This is why.
Because I felt mad brand new.
That's the
You walked in there with that fucking energy.
This is
She
why.
knew. Yeah.
I was
that energy, don't lie.
it's mad lit. Like this is, I want to do this like all the time now. No, she ain't give me a happy ending, but I'm just saying, like, had she give me, that would have been lit.
Oh my God.
No, but I came out of there feeling mad brand new. So I actually went back, and this time I let her do the Brazilian and I let her do the Vajacial. And when I tell you, I was like, this is brand new waxing. What if she doesn't pull it? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm used to my lady for like I was cheating on my wax lady.
She told me that she was like, I cheated.
And I was just like, fuck. Every time I cheat on somebody that I always go to, it always comes out fucked up. So I'm like in my head, like, damn, am I really gonna let her do it? I'm so happy that I did though. And the shit did not hurt. Like, I'm like, fuck, now I got an executive decision to make. Do I keep going to my wax lady, or do I not start fucking with this one who does it all?
If she does it all, like, I'm sorry. She
And
got
the
my
anal
business.
bleaching.
Yeah.
Oh, she does.
And the anal bleaching.
Okay.
Very important. I haven't done that in a while either. I've let myself go. I haven't done my hair in a year. I ain't done my eyebrows in a year. I'm gonna be so cute in 2019. Like this year was like just like
That's like a fresh start.
Long pause. Yeah,
That's like a fresh
I
start.
have not
When
dyed
you
my
let your
hair.
eyebrow- you let your hair-
Yeah, I haven't done my
I haven't dyed my hair in
eyebrows.
8
Nothing.
months.
Like I let my whole body. I enjoyed like the texture of my hair. Like I fell in love with that shit. I don't wear my clip-ins anymore. I cut my hair. I was like, yo, I'm gonna just let that shit. Y'all even see me with curly hair. Y'all never before see me like rock my
it's
natural
gorgeous.
curls
Yeah, and it's
shit.
pretty.
I
It's
had
gorgeous.
hidden, and I think I just found like that almost self-love. Like I fell in love with who I am in my natural state.
Yep.
And I don't even want to dye my damn hair. I'm gonna, but I've just been chilling. Like I'm just
There's
enjoying.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I was like, because guys even said that shit too. They're like, yo, guys are mad picky on the low. They just don't be liking to admit it. But they were like, yo, the worst is like when you hitting it from the back and then you see that dark ass booty hole. And I'm like, nigga, what?
They don't give a fuck. They fucking lying.
Yo, I swear this is what somebody said to me, like not too long ago at that. So I was like, damn, like all of this shit really is important, and girls we don't even be thinking like that. Like,
I think it's more visually appealing, but
Of course.
these niggas have ingrown hairs. Most
Let
of them
them-
barely
what their
shave. Like,
asshole
get
look
the
like.
fuck
What
out
their
of
ass
here.
look like.
Using
Exactly.
your
What
8-in-1
their ass looks
shampoos.
Fucking hell.
We gotta bleach our asses, but you using 8-in-1
I ain't gonna let a
shampoos
dude
and
that
all this
can't wipe
stupid
his ass
shit.
properly tell me what the fuck my asshole got to look like, okay? My shit clean.
oh
Fall back.
my goodness.
Please. No, but it is cute. It does. I've done it. It's just the
cute as
maintenance,
hell.
and then it is like an acid. Like you have to have a professional first apply the acid, and then you go home with the cream to maintain it. And honestly, like nobody complimented my asshole when I did that shit. So why I'm gonna do it? Like if somebody gassed me like, yo, this is the prettiest ass, then I'm gonna be like, yo, I gotta keep that shit like that. But I'm like, man,
I have it in my bed stand. You know, not the bed stand. What do they call that? Oh, see.
it is cute. That whole keeping that area is pretty. I wear a lot of bathing suits, so to me it's very important that I don't have ingrowns, because then you have like the scarring and the dark,
Especially
the
when you
dark
tan a
dots
lot,
and shit.
yeah.
We live naked. Like everybody has a pool, so that it's important for that my skin down there to look
Good.
great. And I never have hair, so that whole shit gotta look nice.
Yeah, but I have that stuff in my, what do they call it? The nightstand right by your bed? Anal bleach. It's right there. I have it at
You
home.
put it on. You're supposed to put it on at night.
At night, yeah. I used it.
I have it. I don't
I've
use
used
it anymore. That
But I
shit's
can't
probably
tell. I don't
expired.
go look in the mirror and look at my ass. So I
You
don't
just
know.
put it on and
I
you
just
just
put it
be
on
like,
and go
fuck it, I'm
sleep.
doing my part.
I'm doing my part with this whole thing. It's all for
I
research.
would want to
It's all
see
for
before
research.
and after pictures. Like, let me see what it looked like
Yeah,
before and what it's
I
gonna
don't-
look like now. Fuck that.
I just,
I know it's
I just
working.
assume
That's
it's working.
You just
says-
assume
I've
it's
never,
says-
like I
it
said, I
says
never got
anal
any
bleach on it,
complaints.
so-
I never even got compliments either when I did it. So it's like, I'm not
cares,
worried.
Man. They
Man,
don't care.
fuck
They don't
that.
care.
This Coquito, though. Jesus Christ.
Isn't it amazing?
Oh my God.
I gotta find her address.
Plug her again.
That's just amazing.
Shout out to Linda Peters.
The Coquito lady.
The Coquito, the chocolate peppermint. Yo, but she got all sorts of flavors. Like, she has the original, she has chocolate, she has the chocolate peppermint, pistachio, strawberry.
I was gonna give everybody a fucking Christmas gift right here.
Dulce de leche and Oreo.
Ooh, pass me the
It's fucking lit, yeah. But back to this shit. So back to what you were saying with the V steam.
Yes.
So Body by Shae. I'm just wondering why. Like, what was interesting was that everyone we had to go to like different places for different services. Like, there's yet to be one place
with everything
that just offers it all, so we don't have to like.
Yeah.
There's a business venture for somebody.
Things like that, and this is something that not everybody that's not in the business doesn't understand. When you have a compilation of services, everybody is licensed. Like, I'm licensed. Everybody is licensed for something else, something different. If you perform lasers on someone, you have to have a specific license for that. It's hard. Ideally, you would have somebody that's licensed for everything in one place, and then you can offer all these services. It's hard to do that.
Yeah,
you can have a massage therapist, then you can have like, everybody has to be licensed. In the state of Florida, you have to have specific licensing for everything. So it is hard to find, staff that has
the license
one license. Yeah, like, most people are licensed with like 2 things. Exactly. So it's going to have to be a very big corporation where they can have like that many employees going and pay their salaries appropriately for that. That's why you don't have
and a lot of effort. So I can imagine that somebody wants to do all that.
It's impossible to find like, you're just not going to get that.
Yeah.
It's hard to have everybody licensed for,
Well, we did the Body by Shae, and then we did the V steaming, and then we had the same one, right?
I think all of ours was different.
Yours was different. I called her.
I wanted to get
last week.
We should have had a paper.
Yeah, I called her last week, and I said that I wanted to know the herbs that were used on me, and for her, for Carolina and I, it was gentle cleansing, and just gentle cleansing. Yeah, so it was like 30 minutes. Yours was 45 because of you said polycystic, right?
Yeah.
So yours was 45, and it was like different herbs.
Yeah.
So
the cleansing herbs, it was mugwort, witch hazel, lavender, chamomile, parsley, rose, white sage, peppermint, and dandelion. And then the gentle one, I don't know, I didn't get yours. But yours,
but yours were the gentle ones.
She didn't send it. I told her to send it.
So, and then the gentle one was chamomile, tangerine peel.
They were all different,
silk, peppermint, parsley, and mugwort.
I think a lot of the stuff that was in ours was in yours too, but there was some other ones in there, and I can't remember. Not that I can't remember, but
we all sat on the shit the same.
We sat on them,
and
we just bullshitted the whole time.
I think people want to know what did we feel like after, or what happened after.
Well,
some things happened that were really wonderful. And
I wasn't crazy.
Wavy.
About it,
I mean, it wasn't crazy. It wasn't crazy or anything like that. But I had to kind of try out the sexual part that night and see what happened. And
because she said that we were gonna feel like, not only was it like cleansing and detoxifying and stuff like that, it was basically resetting our body count. But in addition to that, she said it was going to be invigorating. Like, we were gonna feel stimulated. Mm-hmm. So we were like, we gotta now find out what the stimulation part is all about.
We didn't feel anything like right away or anything.
No, it wasn't like you walked off of it and you were horny. But
okay, so I knew what we were gonna do, and so did my significant other. So I had sex right before, right after, and journalistic research. Yeah. So to me, during the session, the steam was very, very gentle. Number one, it has to be because the skin there is more sensitive, so it's not like what you think, like, or even when you get like steam in your face when you're getting a facial, it's way weaker.
Yeah.
But you're sitting on it for a long time. So I did feel like it was kind of like engorged a little bit You know,
It was,
Yeah.
It was. And then we went and we like got drunk and we had like a fun fucking day. So
Yo, we went to
we had a great
Cheesecake
day.
Factory.
After when I had sex, it started at the same. Let me just say it so we can move on because I was
I know you
dreading
don't like
discussing this the whole time. It started out the same, you know, and then during I felt like an ocean. And I was like bad. Like not like I'm gonna fuck up the sheets, like I'm gonna fuck up the mattress. And I was a little like embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was just like, what the fuck? Like there was a point where I actually like reached down because I was like, this is because it's just not me. Like I know my body so well. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, what the fuck? And even after that, like then, you know, sex again. Like it was still like really, I don't know, it almost felt like the steam like condensed inside me. But when we started having sex, it felt completely normal. Like it was, you know, there's that like initial like easing into your body. Like, all of that shit was like absolutely normal. It felt like a fucking cloud of water just burst inside me.
It rained in your pussy?
Nuts.
That's awesome.
It was a little scary. No, it was. I was scared, bitch. I was scared. And then like a week later, it was like back to normal.
So there was a little bit of it did have an effect, which was great. I mean, I'd probably do it again.
So I feel like, why are you trying to skip over your story? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Because it was kind of like the same story.
But we want to hear yours too.
Oh my God.
The fuck?
It was, you know, it was an ocean, like she said.
It was fucking scary.
That was weird. But I have this thing on my mattress that's amazing. That
It's a mattress cover?
Yes, I got a mattress cover thing that it's like a, you know,
plastic?
it's a barrier because of that specific thing that does happen, because that does happen to me a lot. But
God bless.
oh. So yeah, so yeah, that was pretty fun. It was good. I'd probably do it again.
Different.
Body by Shae, definitely. I'd do it again. It was
The
interesting.
experience was really nice.
Yeah,
and
it
like
was.
holistically, you know, what it's supposed to, it was so great.
Good.
Yeah.
We were just in there talking shit and just like
Relaxing. It was a nice little
relaxing
girls
and
thing.
Very, very relaxing.
It's a great
Yes.
little girls things to do
all
with
we
your
needed
friends. I
was
think
like
it's
liquor,
great.
but we went and did that
we
later.
fixed that
But
shit.
yeah.
The liquor.
that would be like negating it, guys. If we were drinking liquor and then herbs and stuff, it wouldn't, you know.
But it was funny because when we got out of there, they were like, "Let's go to Whole Foods and have a salad." I was like, "Let's go to Whole Foods and have a salad."
Cheesecake Factory.
We're going to the Cheesecake Factory because I need a drink.
Me and Vanessa
y'all
were like,
niggas is
let's go
wild.
get some
Detox your
beet and
fucking
kale
pussy and then
drinks.
you gotta
And
eat all this other shit.
And
I
then
needed it.
drink.
It was a
Cheesecake
skinny margarita, if that counts.
she was like, I'm not doing no ginger shot. You're gonna kill me like I did in Miami.
Yes.
Yo, our table, we had like a table for like 9 people and that shit was full of food. It was crazy. She ordered
Because, you know, I be
50
smoking,
plates.
so I didn't know what I
50
wanted.
plates.
So I just ordered mad shit.
And then we like almost got kicked out of Cheesecake Factory because I was being a little too loud talking about we were
Somebody
talking about
shitting on somebody.
someone shitting on somebody
while people were eating.
Yeah, we were
The couple
talking.
got up and left.
There was a nice Winter Park couple, nice sweet little Winter Park couple that sat next to us.
They got up.
And we were
And they
talking
got
about
up and
how
moved.
there are some very high end men out there that sex just doesn't do it for them anymore, and they like to be defecated on or peed
I've
on
never been asked to
or
do
urinated
anything like
on.
that. Let me just say that right
and
now.
I said it a
Nor do
little
I think
too
I'd be able
loud.
to do that.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I would do. I mean, if he wants me to do, I'll pee on him. But shit on, I don't know about
I
that.
can't even pee. Like I need music to be playing. It would take me months
Yeah.
to pee in a guy's house. Like if it's mad quiet.
I wouldn't- I
I'd
would
be like,
pee
yo,
in
sing
the
a song or
shower.
something. Like it won't come out.
I've
I
peed
have
on
a shy
somebody
bladder.
before,
So I can imagine
I can't
just
even like.
peeing on somebody or shitting on. That's fucking wild.
I
Like,
wouldn't. I've never been asked to shit on somebody before, nor would I want to. But the peeing part, I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you turned on by that shit, or you were turned on by turning him on?
Was it empowering?
It was empowering. Like
Yes.
you pissy ass nigga.
Talk about it, Naisha.
And what did he
Naisha
do
thought
with
that
it?
life.
Like he fucking dumped that shit in. Like,
He was just he was
him.
kneeling down and I was over him and I peed on. He just
like
stood
on his
there.
face, or his chest.
Yeah, I kind of got in his
Woozy, woozy, woo. Wow.
Probably
mean,
love that shit.
He did. I mean,
Men love
obviously that's
nasty.
why
Were you
he
still
liked
attracted
it.
to him after it?
He washed his shit off. That's fine.
I think we had sex a few times after that, but I don't know.
See,
then
you
life
with all
happened.
the shits. I feel like if I were to do that to somebody, I couldn't because you let me degrade you.
I can't even pee. I can't even pee. And I think he's hearing you pee. Like, I don't know if I could do that shit.
Oh my God. Yo, we've been doing a lot of dumb shit together, Gina. Yo, so we went to Miami for Pizza Zoo, and then she's like, oh, the next day, let's detox. So she brings me to, what the hell is that shit called? Pura Vida.
That's so me, though. If I'm going to be out, I got to
nasty
detox
ass ginger shot that gave me heartburn all day. I
felt
almost
so
died on
bad.
the beach.
Ginger is really healthy
supposed
for
to
you.
have the opposite effect.
Yes.
No, I was dead ass. Like, it was like right here. I was like, I can't breathe.
Bottled water, girl.
I felt really bad. I felt like I hurt her. I'm like, I'm gonna get you. Don't worry. Because see, the way that the way that I am at at my age, when you or not, it's any age
It's not
really.
even at your age
but
though. It's
no.
something that you should be doing just to upkeep.
It's true, especially if you're out
just
all
wasn't
night.
ready.
If you're out all night, I didn't really drink that much that night. But when you're out all night, like the next day, you
wanna
have
help
to
your body
rejuvenate
detox.
your body.
Yeah, 'cause that shit, your liver takes a hit with that.
Yeah.
alcohol.
No, let me tell you, when we went to Miami afterwards, I woke her up at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, let's go to Mokai.
I was asleep.
I was
I
like,
would have
wake
strangled
up.
you with a fucking pillow. You wake me up at 1 in the morning talking about let's go. I'll be like, bitch, go to sleep.
That's Gina too, though. That's
Yeah,
two
Gina
Gina
fucking with y'all. Thank you for letting me know, bitch.
I was
We're
you.
not traveling
I was
together.
you that night because I went to sleep at 11. I was
Look at
in
I'm
that
judging you.
beautiful.
There
I was in that beautiful like bed, that nice hotel bed, and then this one's like, Gina, we gotta go. Gina, let's go. We're going to Mokai. I'm like, nah, I'm really not going. Like, you got me fucked up.
But
like,
it's funny because she said that. She was like, no, I'm not going to go. And I was like, you're going to regret it in the morning. And I just kept getting ready. And she was like, you're right. I am going to regret it in the morning. Let's go.
fucking crazy. I'm not getting
those were the
Y'all
right
crazy,
words.
right?
You just used the right words with me because I don't want to regret living life, not living life. So,
regrets.
and we had such a good time. It's true. And I had like two
late nights in
I had
Miami.
2 drinks
I
though.
could skip a couple.
I don't. I'm good. It's so crazy. Every time we go to Miami, I'm asleep by like 9.
She sleep
Like,
at 9.
I'm done.
That's beautiful. I really
Hell
appreciate
no.
day drinking. Like, I get aggy when I go out with you bitches and it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm still fucking twerking somewhere and shocked. Who is this person? This bitch sent me a video. I was on the fucking floor. I
Yes,
was
she
like,
was.
You were
delete,
so
delete,
cute.
like,
You were
yo,
so
she's
cute.
like, delete it.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
listen, I'm not
I
gonna
was like,
post
who's
it. It's
Vanessa
fine.
though right
I
now?
don't know. The curly
I
hair
sure didn't.
fucked
I
me
did
up.
not take my phone out. I was like, no. I'm gonna let her enjoy her little cuteness. Yes.
But yeah, we cleaned it up because the next day all we did was drink water. And then we did an edible. And it was pretty healthy until I fucked it up with...
the ginger shot. I'm so sorry.
Where did
What
we
other
go
thing?
to eat? Some finger licking.
Oh yeah, she messed it up.
That's lit.
I know, no,
staple.
because I got broccoli
listen.
when I was there. We went to
Was it
finger
fried?
licking and I got fried broccoli. That's right.
I had the
wasn't-
lemon pepper chicken wings
Yeah, you
with
sure
the mac and
did.
cheese and the fries
She went
and
in.
some water
She went
because, you
in.
know, I need...
Save calories. Right?
Finger licking is cool and everything, but
I
that
can't eat
place
fried
is
food and drink water. That's something. That's when I'm
overrated
gonna have a
and
soda.
overpriced.
Water? No, I need
know.
something
I
to
like
cut
it.
that grease down, like to my stomach. That grease will be like with that water. Oh,
I
no.
need water with everything. Like I'm only
yeah.
not drinking water right now because I don't.
I mean,
feel
it's-
good.
There's no water here, bitch. You can drink that.
It's
vodka.
liquor or water. I mean,
I have
talk
to
about
dilute
pregnancy
everything that I
scares.
drink, though. Everything.
Are we supposed to talk
My
about
pregnancy scare
scares?
is 9.5 years old. That was the scariest shit ever. I was like, I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. So there was one entire year that I was with Mark and I did not get a period for an and I was the happiest fucking person ever until I realized the damage that shit was doing. It was not normal. I'm so much more like in tune with like the fucking universe and the moon. I'm not gonna say when I get my period, but I literally, my cycle is now finally in tune with like the moon cycle, which is how your body is supposed to be. And it's taken me a fucking year to do that because I was on birth control for a long time. And so anyway, I wasn't getting normal periods. And that was okay because I had a fertility specialist at the time. And my ex knew right away. Like I'm telling you, about 3 weeks in, he was already told his mother, his sister that I was pregnant. I was like, "You're fucking embarrassing me."
oh my
Needless to say, I
God.
didn't find out until I felt him fucking move, and I was already 4.5 months.
Oh my god!
And I did not want to have any more children. And I definitely did not want to have any more little boys. And so I went to my doctor. My doctor's like, look, if it's your ovary, it's maybe turning. We got to just do an ultrasound right away. When my ex saw that image of a full fucking child in my womb, he like ate the closet. Like we were both like, what the fuck? I was under like severe depression. So after that experience that I look at every day of my life, I don't play. If I feel like if some shit may have been off, I'm taking every fucking tea my mom can make me. I'm taking mad pills. I'm going to induce a period. Quickly. Abortions are illegal in Dominican Republic. Them bitches they will help you induce. Like if it's early on, you're gonna bleed.
So there's a whole list of things that can induce
vitamin C.
Naturally.
Papaya.
But the parsley tea. That is if your cycle is just a little funky. If you may possibly have a baby in there, you're gonna need like an overdose of like black cohosh. That shit will have you bleeding for
you probably need an overdose of
out an ovary.
Overdose on everything. Black cohosh, most importantly. That stuff is
shit
very, very.
It's known to induce a miscarriage.
Yes,
like vitamin
and
C,
labor.
that will just like it'll just
I mean that's like the early stages, but I mean if you definitely want to like terminate the mission, it's the black cohosh.
Now with that being said, when you do that and if it works, you still need to follow up with
your fucking doctor.
Because people will try this shit and not do what they need to do.
You may still need like to be sucked out. You know, like you still got to go to the doctor.
Yeah, I've read articles about women dying because they miscarried and didn't follow up with the doctor and the baby, got the tissue brought
poison from the inside.
That also, I think, would depend on like a later pregnancy. If you're maybe like 6 weeks, but if you're like 3 weeks, getting close to 4 weeks, that black cohosh is gonna take care of that shit.
Pregnancy scares. Pregnancy scares are kind of lit though. It's kind of fun.
Excuse me.
Bitch.
No, the fuck it's not.
I don't know because I don't have a uterus, but
listen,
I remember the pregnancy scares.
Topic.
Okay, there is nothing even remotely. Listen.
Not when you've had to carry a baby. That was a pregnancy scare, bitch. That's
I will
scary
break
as
a
hell.
sweat right now.
Let me tell you, you never play with that shit again. That shit.
Oh my God, no. Nope. I swear.
But that comes to
kind of exciting.
The next subject, which is like raw sex, and you know what? That's where we should be at the core of like, why are you even getting
raw
to
sex
these pregnancy scares?
Sex.
My last semi scare, and I really wasn't. It was just that I was in Jersey, and I think I had left my birth control pills. So I know that my pill, like I'm not that fertile, but I still freaked out because this was not somebody that I wanted to procreate with. And I was like,
the hell?
Fuck no.
I'll be the first one to say it. We fertile as hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was not with that shit.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Oof, my God.
So that's the worst part, you like if you're really fucking with somebody that you don't want to procreate with, take all due measures.
Let me tell you.
There's nothing worse than being stuck with somebody that you didn't want to have a fucking
That's why I say
with.
like y'all are weird with marriage, but like that baby is gonna bind you for generations after. Like I gotta see my ex at my kid's wedding. Like fuck, you can never get rid of this person. I can get divorced by somebody and never see that person again. I don't even have to see them to get divorced.
Exactly.
I like my son's
Send the papers. Bye.
But that baby is gonna bind you forever. Like I'm way more. I can get married 18 times and not have 18 kids. Like
I like my son's father, so
that was
I'm
a great
good with
point
that.
you
I'm
made,
not having kids regardless.
Yes, because that's the truth. People are having babies.
That's why people have kids with like anybody. I got his baby.
Who cares?
You're stuck with them motherfuckers. Kids are stuck. Like, you're gonna have grandchildren.
Why is that something to brag about?
Is not. No,
I don't know, because some people are just used to dysfunctional shit. Like after that, you have a dysfunctional relationship. I cannot do that. I cannot go through that. I didn't go through it with my son. I'm not going through it with nobody else.
No, I didn't grow up like that either. I thank God. I was fortunate enough to have both of my parents in the household together. And my father was married before. And my dad got a couple kids. But Dominican. But with with our unit, like it was just us. And as much as I adore my half siblings, like I love them, but I just didn't grow up seeing that. So it's, to me, that's another reason why like men cannot be around my kids. Like I never had to see that. I never had to see like my mom, just dating like that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's normal. People date, like that's perfectly acceptable. But I didn't experience that, and I'm weary about, like, I don't want my children to go
Keep
through
it
that.
separate. It's so
you have to separate that.
I don't like
No,
it.
my
I don't
kids
like
will
it.
never see anybody that I'm dating.
Unless I'm getting married, I know this is somebody that I'm like, okay, like marriage is
That's a
discussed.
different
Like
story.
we're
Yeah.
gonna set damn near a date. Then of course you're supposed to develop a relationship.
I was gonna
with my
say,
children.
so how are they supposed to develop
No, before, but that we gotta be like, this is definitely where it's going before I allow you to build that situation. Like it has to be like verbally, not like one day I want to get what we should, consider doing this, and then like that discussion has to be real, and then let's mix our children in.
Right.
Other than that, no, let's have fun because when you
when
add
you're
kids,
having
you just
fun?
add
Is
more
it raw
pressure.
sex or is it condom sex?
How much fun are we having?
Answer the question.
No, if it's a
Is it real
monogamous
fun?
relationship, it's probably
You need to
it
find
has to
out.
be monogamous.
I feel like you need to find out if
You
they're-
have to know for
if
sure.
they're healthy or not, because
Absolutely.
these days, like, look at Orlando. Like, Orlando is
You
crazy
can know
with
if a dude
STDs.
is about to fuck you for the first time and he's not even like,
Trying to put
he
on
doesn't
a
have
condom.
That's
No.
a big red flag.
That's
That's
scary.
a big
Yikes.
red flag. If you're fucking someone new, fresh, and he's not wearing, he's not even trying to, that's a big fucking red flag.
Red
That lets you
flag.
know, right? He has to wear a condom every fucking
I feel like
time.
we need to put so much emphasis on that living here because, like
Yes.
you said, the
Bro.
statistics here
Statistics
are
in Orlando
That's
crazy.
are crazy.
Orlando has one of the top, I believe, 5, if
In
I'm
the
not mistaken,
country.
highest
In the country.
HIV rates in
Get
the country.
fuck out.
Orlando.
In the
That's scary.
country.
That's real scary.
That's why I don't fuck
Okay.
with people in Orlando.
See, I was with my ex for so long that I'm like new to dating. Period. Like it's
Correct.
stupid. Like I didn't come in with all these. I didn't come to Orlando with all these fucking bodies. I didn't have much relation. I came fresh out of that situation.
Yeah.
I didn't know. But the first guy that I dated with, he was, a college kid, and he was like on point with the condoms and shit. Like he wasn't beat for that. So that lets you know, like, this person is also responsible with his
Responsible.
body.
Yes.
Like that kind of lets you know. Like if somebody's just trying to fuck you like that, then you gotta be like,
Guys, like, raw sex feels great, but seriously, that's a turn on. Like, just knowing somebody has it with them, they're being
Absolutely.
responsible.
But
that
what if
shit
you're
is a turn
allergic
on.
to condoms? And what is
I
the
don't have that issue.
alternative?
Thank
I
God.
have that issue. However, still, I would like to see the initiative. Like,
Of
I want to
course.
see the effort.
Yeah, because he don't know that shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very important.
So
very,
condoms,
very important.
Condoms straight across the board.
Condoms, yes, absolutely.
Until you're
At
in
what point
a
do you
monogamous
say like, all
situation.
right, after he hit it 2 times, 3 times in, like when do you say, all right, I'm over the condom situation?
It depends
Are
on
you
the
clean?
person. Are
Are
we
you clean?
single?
Depends on
You
the
know?
person.
Because
Depends on the frequency. Because if you're fucking 6 times in one day, like,
Damn, bitch, you got
okay, no, I'm just saying.
I was gonna say
not
this,
only
bro.
that, but like
I'll be busy as fuck. Like I could maybe do twice,
if I'm
3
fucking
times.
with somebody,
if
that's who I'm fucking
it's
with.
a slow day, but
I'm not fucking with a bunch of other people at
Of
once.
course.
my little
But
boy
even with that
gotta
being said,
bring
I trust me. I don't
the
trust
3-pack
you.
over.
You know,
He's playing with me.
I had a situation of somebody in my adult years, obviously, that I was fucking, and I was scared because I was like, yo, if I never had an STD, I've been like blessed, and if somebody's gonna give me an STD, it's gonna be this motherfucker. Yeah, and thank God, yo, you don't understand when you go up to that doctor's appointment, you get your blood work and everything, you're like, cool. When you go back for them results, your ass be tight as fuck. You start fucking asking forgiveness for everything. You go
It's the
over
truth.
every
Please,
fucking second.
Jesus.
You go over
I'm
like
trying to
everybody
tell
you
you.
think he has sex with, and this person has some very questionable
Behavior,
bodies.
yes.
And I was like, fuck. And then you
Listen,
have
bro,
to you
let's
have
not
to
even
like,
go there.
I'm not even gonna lie. You make that choice, and you're just like, is the dick good enough for like a round of antibiotics?
it's the truth.
Is
It's
it
the
for real?
truth.
Like now, no fucking herpes or HIV because that shit you ain't curing that shit.
Right,
But like a round of antibiotics, like I never been through that shit. It might be alright. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like you might make that
Thank
that
God, yo.
exception.
And I really was like, this was gonna be the one to give me an STD. And knock on wood, he
He
never
said
gave me
like,
shit.
Thank God.
yo,
But
you had to
still.
assess the damages. That's
Yeah, it's true.
hilarious.
I was prepared. I was like, he gonna give me something. And I was like, the sex was lit. So I was like, this is gonna be my L. Like, I gotta take it.
Yeah.
Most people I know have had one STD. And the good, like, I have friends that are like, they're fucking dude cheated. Like, what are you gonna do?
Right.
You know? Shit happens. And that's why there is no shame. I'm not trying to shame nobody. Like, there is no shame. You just have to be responsible for your body. Don't fucking feel shame in that shit. Like, if you're fucking 18 people, then yeah, you might have been the problem. But
Right.
if you're with someone and they gave you something, just make sure you go
How'd she
find out.
sneak
Like, you
that
gotta
in
get
there?
tested once a year at least. Once a year. If you think he's a little crazy, 6 months is fine. Go get tested. Like you
it's your body at the end of the day. You have to be responsible.
You don't want to be responsible for giving that shit to like somebody else. Imagine how fucking terrible
that is. But that's exactly how that shit fucking travels because people just keep recycling. Like you might as well just.
I would die if I was responsible for giving somebody else some shit. Like I would feel like shit.
Like if you have herpes and your dude has herpes, you might as well just stay together and give each other herpes. Like why you have to spread it to everybody else?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's true. I had a scare. Thank God nothing came of it. Nothing happened because, the person, sometimes men, they know how to slip that thing on and without you even knowing. So I figured that's what he did. And then I go, do you have a condom on? He's like, no. And I'm like,
I feel like it feels different.
Wow.
It does.
I've had enough condom sex to know
that's what I'm saying. I said, wait a
difference.
minute. Do you have a couple? And he's like, no. And I'm like, yo, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I stopped, and that scared the shit out of me. So
that's a big turnoff.
You gotta go and you gotta get
checked. That's so awkward at that point. You just like
I was so nothing happened.
Completely like let's just stop.
That was terrible. Like
don't do it. Listen, if you are fucking multiple people, you need to be wearing protection.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely.
If you don't give yourself enough space in between people to get tested between partners, then you need to wear condoms all the time.
Absolutely.
And then there's people out there that feel like they can't afford. I'm sure there's a lot of girls, a lot of guys out there that they can't afford $189 to get a full panel.
They have mad free shit.
Well, they do.
Yeah, they do.
I'm sure.
I was gonna say that.
Like on a scale, like
they do have a scale. That's true.
In Orlando, I was able to look up some information. So in Orlando, I was able to find. It's a website. You go to www.easyaccessclinic.com. And it basically gives you information on where they're located, the prices, and who to contact for that particular location. But here in Orlando, there is a clinic that's located downtown next to Target in the Soto Plaza. Physical address is 2116 South Orange Avenue, Suite B. And that's here downtown Orlando. So if anyone out there, that's another thing. Like one of the biggest focal points of this discussion was...
Very important.
Don't feel like you can't afford healthcare. Exactly. You can't afford to not look after yourself. Like your health is truly wealth.
Yes.
Sometimes, you may be going through shit. Like I don't feel like anyone in particular on this panel can't relate to having to struggle at some point.
Of course.
Like I have a great paying job now. That wasn't always Posh. I wasn't always Carol. Like I had to do certain things just to get myself, into a better circumstance. And I know that sometimes I was even guilty of feeling like I'm on the grind right now. I don't got time to go make a doctor's appointment or go sit in a doctor's office for a couple of hours. I don't got time. I got to, what I'm saying? And then they want this much and then they're going to send me for lab work and blah, blah, blah. Like, utilize your resources.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with doing that. There's nothing wrong. Like, if you can't go to a private doctor, but, this is a private doctor that offers this service. But, like, back in the day, if that wasn't the case where you just felt like, I don't want to go to Planned Parenthood, and sit there and be seen by some random, because I don't have insurance, like... This is so important. This is so important.
Life or death.
And there's no shame in that shit.
Exactly.
There's no shame at all.
No, I know some people, like...
They do feel that way.
They have, like, shame or that they may have something, like... You definitely don't want to be responsible for giving some shit to somebody
else.
Especially because you just wanted to be ignorant.
Exactly. Like, you gotta be... If you're adult enough to fuck, then you have to be adult enough to handle
your business,
your body,
and your body.
It's with hygiene. Like just like you fucking shower, you got to make sure your shit is actually clean. Like
exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't want anyone in conclusion here feeling like I can't afford the healthcare and everything else because like my sister, she works in oncology for the hospital and she handles ovarian cancers.
My
like
mother.
The average woman by the age of 20 now. Like the statistics are that high where even in the age of 20, you're at risk for ovarian cancer. And if you're not taking care of yourself, how are you going to know until it's like too late?
That's crazy.
And then now you need maybe a hysterectomy and now you just chanced your whole...
And you're 20 years old.
Yeah, you can't
My mother
have
has
kids
ovarian
or anything
cancer
else. Like,
and I made my doctor, my gynecologist aware right away. And she put me on a like cancer prevention plan and everything. Because health is wealth. Like, I don't care what anybody says. You don't want to get to the point where even if you have all that money you can't even save your own fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so just basic shit. This is not something that's going to consume your entire life. You might have to leave work maybe a little bit early. You schedule it after work, whatever.
Right.
You do it once, you go back for the results, and you don't have to think about it till next year. Unless you're fucking everybody, then
in which case
you got that much time to be fucking around, then you got some time
then you
for a
definitely
doctor
need
visit.
some time for a doctor visit. But thank you guys so much for joining me for this talk today. We got what's your Twitter handle?
_ Vida Bella.
And yours, Miss?
Mine is MS Gina FLA, like Florida. MS Gina FLA.
My Twitter handle is Hypnotic2018, and we got Miss.
What is mine? Oh, I hate you all. XOX.
And shout out again to everyone in the building. Thank you so much, Linda Peters, for the Coquito
Banging
production. Even though we ain't get served our drinks this time around, MB. But shout out to Wolfpack Lou, and until the next time, peace.
Hey, peace. Bye. Love y'all.
Welcome to the Rock Exchange, where we say what the fuck we feel.
My